The Inextinguishable Symphony by Martin Goldsmith. The book is subtitled A True Story of Music and Love in Nazi Germany. To my family. Music is life, and like life, inextinguishable. Carl Nielsen. The past is never dead. It isn't even past. William Faulkner. The oldest hath borne most. We that are young shall never see so much, nor live so long. William Shakespeare. Chapter 1. Prelude. The first scene of the opera Die Walküre, the second of the four operas making up Richard Wagner's Ring Cycle, takes place in the house of Hunding, a fierce warlord. The central feature of Hunding's house is a mighty ash tree, its trunk soaring up from the floor, its branches forming a canopy over the roof. Embedded in the massive trunk is a golden sword the god Wotan has left for his son, the hero Siegmund, to find and wield at his hour of need. In the house where I grew up, with my father, my mother, and my brother, there was also an enormous tree growing up through the roof, its great trunk dominating the enclosed space. In many ways we shared a perfectly ordinary family life. My father spoke to my mother tucked me in at night, my brother and I played with each other, when we weren't fighting. But none of us ever acknowledged the tree. The tree wasn't real, of course, but its impact on my family was overwhelming. The effort it required for all of us not to take conscious notice of it was also huge. This enormous presence in our house was the fate of my parents' families, Jews who lived in Germany in the 1930s, and my parents' escape from that fate. Their story, so similar to and yet so different from the 6 million other stories of that time and place, affected everything these two people did. It was at the root of their lives, and grew ever upward as they grew older. And, as in so many other families like ours, it was something we never spoke of. Not that I was completely unaware of the tree and the shadow it cast on our house. When my friends talked about visiting their grandparents at Thanksgiving, or going to the ball game with Uncle Ed, I knew that something from the past had made similar excursions impossible for me. And returning to our house following an afternoon of playing in the neighborhood, I was often conscious of taking off my own real personality, hanging it up in the closet with my jacket, and donning a sort of internal costume that would enable me to blend in with the emotional scenery. But again, we never spoke of such things. Let me hasten to say that such talk was never overtly forbidden. By no means was I or my brother ever shushed when we attempted to steer the conversation in certain directions. We simply never...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?